Hello, welcome, namaste to all my viewers. Yes, I'm back with another show with another legend of the market. Well, yes, today's guest needs no introduction because he is the legend of the market. He knows how to be a disciplined trader. He knows how to control mind. He knows how to handle or how to tackle the emotion. He knows actually everything about the market. So let's dive in. I tried my best to ask as many questions and I tried to make this interview not too long, but yes, in short, so that the message should be clear to you guys. So stay tuned, watch till the end, and yes, I'm sure about it, you will learn a lot from this video. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jerry sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for accepting our request and welcome to our show. So, how are you today?
I'm great. It's good to see you, Mukesh. How are things in India?
It's good. It's good. Everybody's enjoying trading. So yes, definitely, thank you for connecting with me. So let's begin our show. And yes, I have very interesting question for you. So let's begin. And I wanted you to please, before we begin, I wanted you to please introduce yourself to our viewers as well as kindly let us know something about your background, how you started, why you started, and why you opted this as a business.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm so glad to be here. I've been trading for 39 years. I started in 1983 with Richard Dennis in the Turtles program, and I loved every minute of it. And it's a great lifestyle, a great job, a great business. It's so much fun watching the markets and participating in the markets all around the world, currencies, commodities, stocks, bond markets, and crypto. We trade a few crypto as well. So it's a great lifestyle and a really fun way to trade and make money and enjoy keeping up with what's going on around the world. Our strategy is trend following, and we only do trend following, long-term trend following. And the company is Chesapeake Capital. And so, like I said, Chesapeake has been around since 1988. And yeah, I love everything that I do. I'm one of the few CTAs that trade single stocks along with the currencies, commodities, and interest rate futures. So making changes and adding markets and evolving and keeps me interested and alive and enjoying this business. And so I hope I never get to quit. I want to keep going forever.
Wow, that's great. That's really wonderful. So, as you mentioned that, so what exactly is your trading style? Are you a day trader or a swing trader or a long positional trader?
A long position trader who buys breakouts and sells breakouts, new highs, new lows, and we hold on to positions quite a long time. Our average holding period for position would be a year. Okay. And so everything we do is based upon the back testing and research that we've done and how to make the most amount of money trading these markets. And the computer says to be longer term and hold on to those profits as long as you can, but get out of your losses quicker. So that's what we do. We take small losses and let profits run. And we trade a lot of markets, longs and shorts. Trading shorts is very important as well for diversification, risk control, and profits.
Wow, that's great. Wonderful. Good to hear that. So, I wanted to know, well, so do you trade in specific sector or you trade in every sector? There are multiple sectors available in the market, right?
Yes. So I would say the sectors for us are currencies, commodities, stocks, and bonds. And within the commodities, there will be grains and metals, energy markets, some of the smaller cotton, coffee, cocoa, sugar, orange juice, cattle, hogs. So we trade all of those markets, all four sectors, all the markets.
Great. So, well, my next question is to you that, okay, as...
Yeah, just a second.
Please. It seems you are not well today. If you want, we can reschedule this meeting for next day or maybe next month?
No, keep going.
Are we good to go?
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. So let's begin. So my question is, see, you are a positional trader, okay? You hold a position for a year, not even for a month. So I wanted to know, actually, if I compare with day trading, swing trading, and positional trading, so actually, who earns the big money, the massive amount from the, like stock market?
Oh, I think I think most people trade longer term, medium to long term, holding positions for months and maybe even years. But everyone can make money depending upon their talent and their level of expertise. So short-term traders can make money. Swing traders, I think it's easier to make money long-term, holding the positions for a while, letting the trends play out. So I think that's it's less stress, I think, and there's less expense to trading longer term. It's very expensive to trade short term with the commissions and the slippage involved. So this is all I've done my entire career, is take a longer term approach. But I think many approaches are valid.
Wow, that's great. Good to hear that. So you have mentioned expertise. So my another question to you, how many days or how many years or months it took to find an edge or to be an expert on particular segment?
Well, like I said, I worked for Richard Dennis, and I was hired in the Turtles program, and I was taught how to trade, and I was given the rules and everything that I needed, all the knowledge that I needed to be successful. So I just needed some experience in the markets. And so at the very beginning, I had an edge, and it just took me some time to become more disciplined and more comfortable trading this strategy and learn some ideas and things that you can only learn through experience and losing money and doing the wrong things. You're going to learn a lot when you make mistakes. So I made a lot of mistakes.
That's great. So it seems that you got the right mentor at the right time. That's why, like with minimum mistakes, you learned a lot of things, right? With Richard Dennis, who is your mentor, right?
That's right. Having a good mentor is so important. It's much easier to have a mentor and have good training and good rules. And but the Turtles really had a big edge, having such a great mentor with Richard Dennis and Bill Eckhart.
Wow, that's great. That's great. So you have mentioned Turtle program. So I wanted you to please let our user know what exactly is the Turtle program, how many turtles are active now.
The Turtle program was a program started in 1983 by Richard Dennis. He hired people from all around the United States, and 20 people. No, first it was 12 people in 1983. Then in 1984, they hired 8 more people. So they taught us how to trade. It was like a 2 or 3 week course on trading. And then he gave us his own money to manage, to trade, and some mentoring over the next 4 years. So, and the Turtles, importantly, came out of that 4-year period in 1988 with good track records, performance tables, and we were able to start businesses on our own based upon those track records and the reputation of Richard Dennis and how smart and important he was. And he was a very successful trader. So we had instant credibility coming out of that program, even though we were young and naive and needed a lot more training and experience. And right now, I think there might be 4 or 5 Turtles still trading.
Oh, wow. That's great. Good to hear that. So, like, I just wanted to know, well, after ended your Turtle program, how did you got your first job or your first client to start the business?
Oh, my first client. I just met some people who were in the business, and they were marketing people and raising money for CTAs. And I interviewed, and they liked me and liked our ideas. But like I said, most importantly, we had a track record, 4-year track record, which was a good track record. So I came out initially with a first client of maybe $3 million, I think was $1 million. 1 million, yeah, $1 million was my first client. Yep.
Oh, that's really a huge amount. As you were the best trader at that point of time, so I wanted to know, Dennis sir, actually he was your mentor, or after that you opted some other mentors as well to teach you, or you directly came into the picture or into the business?
He was my only real mentor. In the starting the business, and I hired some good people over the years to help me with refining and defining the programs and the strategy. But really, as a big part of my training and my philosophy of how to trade, it was 100% Richard Dennis and Bill Eckhart.
Wow,
All the turtles were very successful, and they had the same great performance. And I would say that we raised a lot of money, but that would make us successful compared to a lot of other traders. But the performance of all the turtles was very good over many years.
Wow, that's great, 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 great. Okay, so I have another question for you. What is the most important thing in trading? What every trader should understand and should follow that? What is the important rule that every trader has to follow, or what is important for every trader?
Good question. I think for me, in my opinion, there are two important rules. One is have rules, have some good rules and follow those rules, and make sure you have good rules and that you've tested your rules, back testing, research your rules. And number two, trade small, don't trade too large. Take on reasonable or lower risk than you think you should, especially initially. I think those two rules can kind of you can combine them in some ways, because obviously you need to follow rules, have good rules, follow those rules. But sometimes if you trade too large and your risk is too high, and you're losing too much money, it could be even temporary, but that is probably going to have a negative impact on your desire to follow the rules. So you need to trade small and reasonable in order to be able to continue to follow those rules.
Wow, that's great. That's great. So, stop loss. Do you even put a stop loss when you mark a trade, or you simply, when you know it's a breakout, so you don't put a stop loss? Is stop loss is important for a trader?
I think so. I use stop losses. I keep them mentally in my head, or write them down somewhere.
Okay.
But I don't put them in the market per se, but I do have a predetermined stop loss, a predetermined maximum amount I'm going to lose on any one trade. So, and then the breakout entry and the breakout exit would be for profitable trades. And, but we use the stop loss to keep those losses small and manage the equity and manage our overall risk exposure. I think that is sort of missed as well. You can reduce your exposure and your risk by using stop losses.
Okay, that's great. Good to hear that. So my other question is, could you please tell me, for a beginner, what kind of trading style he or she should opt?
I suggest long-term trend following for a beginner and for everyone. That's what I do, and that's the only thing I really know about. So I would recommend that strategy. Do some research on the internet, read articles, listen to podcasts, read about famous traders and famous trend followers, and get an indication of how you can put together your own strategy and trade as many markets as possible.
Wow, that's great. Well, now, another question is very interesting for you. Can I become a millionaire by doing trading itself, like you?
You probably can, you can probably not only make money, but have a good life and a good lifestyle and have something that you're interested in every day. So it doesn't really seem like a real job. So I think that's what everyone wants. And that's what a lot of people see in trading. I do think trading can be super stressful, at least initially. And even if you do have rules, and even if you do trade small, And it could still be something that's not for everyone because the level of stress can be high. And following rules all the time, regardless of what the markets are doing, is hard and stressful. Some people get very stressed out by losing money. Some people get very stressed by making money. So it's not for everyone. I think that you need to understand that it's okay if it doesn't suit you and you want to do something else.
That's correct. Nice point noticed. Okay. So another question is, you have mentioned stress. How do you manage or tackle the stress? What do you do when you...
I trade, well, once again, I trade a lot of markets, so every trade is very small. I trade a moderate risk level. I am used to following rules and letting the rules and judging myself and critiquing myself on how well I follow the rules and not on how much money I made. I think over time too, when you don't follow the rules and you don't trade in a systematic way as much as you want to, you should, your success will be limited. And so you will get more comfortable trading with rules and following those rules because you've seen the alternative is worse. So the stress of missing a trade and not handling trades based upon your rules in general could be a worse type of stress than the markets.
That's great. That's great. Okay, now, like another question that is very important for me as well. What is more important, the mindset or the strategy, if I wanted to compare?
I think they're both equally important. You've got to have a good mindset, but you don't want to have a bad set of rules. And so I think you must have a good mindset. So maybe the mindset is a little more important because with even the best rules, you're not going to do very well if you're not going to be disciplined and stick to them. So I think an average set of rules is definitely could lead to success as long as the mindset is proper. Yeah, so I've changed my mind. Mindset.
Mindset. That's great. That's great. That's great. Okay. In between, like definitely. Okay. So what kind of food do you like when you are hungry?
I like vegetarian food. I like Indian food.
Oh,
I like
wow.
pizza. Yeah, we love Indian food. Pizza. Yeah, I love Italian, Indian.
So have you ever tasted Indian chicken curry or mutton curry?
I've tasted it in America, but not in India.
So definitely just wait for some time. You are invited by us. You have to come as you promised earlier, okay?
Yes, of course. Yes. I like good food. I like all kinds of food.
Yeah.
I love going to New York City and trying out new restaurants. Have you ever been to New York?
No. But yes, definitely. If you invite, I will be there.
Good. I'm inviting.
Wonderful. Definitely, we are planning and definitely you are invited by us. Okay. So when you come to India, we will teach India how actually we have to trade and what exactly need to be focused before trading. Because in India, everybody, they are focused only on strategies. Nobody talk about the mindset. Nobody talk about the psychology. Every single person runs behind the strategy. So that's why I asked you this question. What is most important, mindset or strategy? When you have a strong mindset, I believe you can create a good strategy, right?
Yeah, I agree. And I think after you've created the good strategy, you have to keep the good mindset all the time. It's very important.
Wow, that's wonderful. So let's move ahead. What is the golden rule of trading that you follow every time?
I think the golden rule of trading is that trading should be difficult and hard and counterintuitive and not really something that human beings look forward to doing. I think taking small losses is difficult psychologically. I think the winning trades are only about 40% of the trades. I think that everything you think about trading is, or you want to be true about it, is not true. It's the opposite. Letting profits run is hard. Not getting out of profits too quickly is very difficult. The letting big profits turn into small profits, letting profits turn into losses. These are all very difficult things for humans to do. So the psychology is to embrace difficulty, do the hard things, expect that doing the hard things will lead to success.
True.
And don't try to change your strategy and your system so that it makes you feel good. You should feel bad most of the time. I think that's one of the golden rules of trading, for sure. That particular mindset, that trading should be uncomfortable and counterintuitive.
True, very true, very true. Okay, so now, well, I have added this time a few segments, what that's called myths. There are a few myths in the market. I have few questions I will ask you. You need to answer whether it is true or false. If it is true, why? If it is false, why? Okay, is that clear to you?
Sounds good.
Okay, so the first question is, trading is easy and anybody can do it. Is it true or false?
False.
False.
Very hard and not suited for everybody.
Great. Okay, now the second question is, everybody can earn in millions by doing only trading.
No, false. Not everybody. Some people. Very few.
Some. Okay, that's great. Okay, so, well, like, very important question for me. I wanted to hear from you. How much time or how much years it will take to develop a very good mindset towards the trading?
I think the mindset takes some years in experience in trading, and then you have to keep practicing that mindset. So you're never going to stop. You're always going to be concerned with your mindset and practice and do whatever it takes to keep the proper mindset. So I think you can develop a system, and a basic system, in a short period of time, and then over time, over your career, make a few changes. But the mindset has to be worked on daily.
Okay, so that means we have to keep on practicing to keep our mindset in a better way, right? So that we can develop day by day, and we can increase the power of mind, so that we can have a better understanding about the market, right?
That's right.
That's great. Wonderful. So, like, it's been lovely talking to you, Jerry. Like, definitely you are invited, as I told you before earlier. But yes, at the end, like, before you leave us, few golden words to our loss-making traders, to our Indian traders, or to the beginner, those they wanted to listen to you. Few golden words, so that how they start and what are things they should. Okay, and can you recommend some good books for them so that they can look into it? They can look into it.
Yes, I think the Market Wizards books, the first two Market Wizards books, are really good. I think anytime you can read interviews of traders, hedge fund traders, trend traders, and listen to how they trade the markets. So podcasting is very important. Trader podcast, very important. Top Traders Unplugged is a good podcast for CTAs, and there are many others as well. Meb Faber has good podcasting. So a continual education, listening to professionals trade, I think, is very important. I think my golden words of wisdom are to be open-minded and learn, create a strategy, but listen to what other people say and see if it fits with your trading worldview, and create your own trading worldview. But be very skeptical of the easy road and and trying to make your trading strategy something that's going to be easy for you to do. Trading should be difficult. It should be hard. It should be counterintuitive. So, but yeah, diversification, take small losses, trade a lot of markets, It's really one of the secrets, and let those profits run. The most important thing in hedge funds and in trading is most successful people made their wealth on just a few trades. 5 or 10% of the trades make all the money. That's the big secret.
Wow, that's amazing. But yes, I wanted to inform all the viewers, if you wanted to get connect or if you wanted to listen Jerry sir, definitely. Sir, can you please let people know about your podcast, which you do every, in the morning?
So it's Friday. It's Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern time, New York City time. So like right now when we're recording, I don't know what time that is in India, but at night, I think. So yeah, 8 a.m. Eastern every Friday, we do a Twitter Spaces about trend following with a lot of smart people. We have a very fun time. So it would be really great if we had a lot of Indian listeners participated in that Spaces. There's a lot of smart people, trading people I've met on Twitter that live in India. So it would be good to see them on the Spaces as well.
Yeah, definitely. So I wanted all the viewers to know, it's a very good space. If you wanted really to learn something about the market, you should join this space and you can ask. It's open platform. You can ask the question, and yes, Jerry sir, and there are few good traders. They are there. They will answer your questions. So without hesitating, please join the show. So it's been lovely talking to you, sir, and see you soon in India. Namaste.
Namaste.
Wait. If you're watching me, that means you have watched the complete episode, and yes, the right message has been delivered to you. And yes, I'd like to tell you one thing. Thank you. Thank you for watching the complete episode. And yes, I'm not going to ask you to like, subscribe, but yes, I'm going to ask you one thing. If you have learned something from this, kindly spread this video to your friends, to your colleagues, or to your family members. Anybody who actually needs it, the right video. So this is the right video. So I want to appeal. If you liked it, spread it. Let others know stock market is not a easy game. It takes years. So one thing, do spread it. Let's help our community. Thank you.